we have 6 PM on Monday, February 27th, yeah? And I bring this meeting to order of the Board of Health. First on the agenda, we have transfer stations stickers. I don't have my glasses, so sell to non-residents. So, yeah, what's that about?
We had spoken about that.
How do you guys feel about that?
More money.
More money would be good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure if
Yeah.
we have a hard time, maintaining the individual sticker holder as it is. Would that open another problem with that? Start having
I don't, I can see that there's room there for abuse,
a lot
you know?
more than our own residents, because
Yeah.
they would have an open.
I mean, we're trying to provide a service for our people in town, and that should be our foremost, you know, so the foremost thing that we should do is to strive to, I think, to offer this for our own people.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Bob. I think,
Yeah. I mean, we're not really in the business of trash, you know,
Right,
even
no.
though we are.
no, it's a service to the
Right,
residents of Douglas,
Right.
it's not a.
yeah.
What about non-residents that have an interest in the town? Like somebody who runs a business, or police, or fire?
Well, there again, we're getting into the business end of it, you know, I mean,
Police, firemen?
this is for the residents in town. You know, it can get kind of, I don't know, crossing the line a little bit. You know, I don't think that, we've been operating this way for a long time. I mean,
Do we need the money? Do we need more trips over the road? I mean, I feel like we already increased sticker prices, so that should
Yeah.
offset.
yeah.
Um,
And we're working on, you know, lowering the price for these stickers by addressing the needs of the, you know, the pickups and the transportation fees, everything. I mean, we're working to lower the cost.
Yeah, if we go, if we go forward with single stream recycling or something, that's gonna be hugely beneficial.
And that's
I-
next on the agenda.
I don't know if we're ready for go out of town yet. I mean, I think we need to button down, like, people have complained still about people, contractors using the transfer station
Yeah.
as a place to dump their.
Yeah.
And you know, it's gonna bring in more trash that
Right.
we have to dispose of.
Right, and if the contractor, those people that are abusing it are already costing, I mean, really, one of the reasons why sticker prices went up so much, and I see the complaints on Facebook, but one of the reasons why they went up so much is because of the people that abuse it, because the people that don't abuse it have to pay for that.
That's right.
All those people that are contractors, that take their trash from the workplace, and instead of having a dumpster for their business,
Yeah.
they use the transfer station, you know, I mean, my parents probably go through 2 bags of trash a week in recycling. You know, now if that same person, a contractor, comes in and is bringing a truckload of trash every week because they're bringing their trash too,
Yeah.
that's one reason why my parents' sticker price went up. Not because of their 2 bags, but because of the guy that's
Yeah.
dumping him and his neighbors and his other neighbors and his business's trash. I mean, it's those people that are ruining it.
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't think bringing in more people that aren't even connected to the town, as it is, it's hard enough to get town people to abide by
That's right.
the rule.
That's right. But they're more likely to abide if it's their town.
Right,
You
which
know.
isn't even a rule, it's just,
Right.
well, I mean, it's a rule, but it shouldn't even have to be a rule, it's just, don't abuse it, because it's not, I mean, yeah, you're getting by and it's saving you money, but it's costing how many other
That's
people
right. That's right.
more money? I mean, that's one of the reasons why the stickers had to go up, is because
Yeah.
of the people that abuse it.
It could cause an inconvenience for our residents too,
It could.
so,
It could. I don't see a big benefit from it, especially since we still have people that you would think have a stake in the town are abusing it still.
Right.
Bringing in people that don't even have a stake in the town, I can't imagine that that's gonna,
Right.
that the benefit's gonna outweigh the pain.
Would the stickers be the same price to non-residents, or would you increase those even higher?
We really,
It would
we're
have to
kind
be
of,
more.
Yeah, it seems like.
we're kind of fishing in the fish
Wouldn't
pond
we
right
have
now.
residents?
No, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
it would have to be more.
Well, I think so too.
It would have to be more.
But
I mean,
is that enough to offset their stuff? I don't know.
to make it more
Appealing to them, you know, like,
worth
We're
it?
looking, we're
Worth it,
looking at,
right.
right now,
Okay.
this year, what it's gonna look like for us in a couple of years from now, so, to make sure that we can balance this, you know,
I mean,
we're
I'm
really
I'm not necessarily against non-residents coming in, it's just harder to maintain that.
I'm against it, though.
I mean, if we could
just
charge them
don't-
double,
Yeah, no,
but
I don't know.
I don't know, is it worth?
to contractors, it will be worth it.
Well, I think the contractors are the
Yeah.
biggest complaint I
You know,
get.
because I don't think someone from Uxbridge, I'm just saying, for
Yeah,
example, will
yeah.
drive with 3 bags of trash to Douglas.
Right.
Right.
But the
So it's probably
contractors,
more
I
of the
think,
bigger, yeah.
Yeah, we'll
they
get
would,
more
they
of
would
the,
pay that.
we'll get
Would
more
you
of the.
need more staff there too, if there's more
More
volume?
people,
Yeah.
it'd be crazy.
Yeah, well, it's,
Seemingly,
it's,
right?
it's kind of it's not a big open space place. And, certainly, even if we increase the volume, I think that we wouldn't have to increase that.
Yeah.
Maybe we table it for now and we
Yeah.
revisit it, once we get the new contract in,
Right,
once
we'll
we
see
figure
then.
out what we're doing.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to, I guess I don't want to completely rule it out, but,
Maybe if we can get some of the people who are abusing it caught and take away their stickers, get them out of there for a bit.
yeah. Now, Sutton has their own transfer station, kind of. They do the recycling thing. I don't know who else would want to use our facilities from the outside.
Right, Northbridge has Berkowitz right there, they can always use him, I mean, they've got a lot of.
It's these people, but they're paying the monthly fee, which is up there.
Yeah.
I guess, what is the monthly fee? Dick, do you know? Like for surrounding towns and, for pickup?
It varies.
Yeah.
We found between 500 and 900
Really, a month?
a year,
Oh,
a year.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, we have Pratt, and I can look on my phone
Gotta
and see
be-
what the,
5 or more.
500 to 900 though.
but you're limited to
I
what you
work
can
amounts
put
where
in
they
there
were
as
paying.
well, right?
well, you have your trash and recyclable.
Right.
Yeah, but you can't leave big items.
Right, I mean,
Mostly.
we take
Sometimes you
metal, we take,
Yeah, right.
we take some big items.
Yeah,
Everything, you take
Yeah,
everything down
Pretty
there.
much, bulky
yeah.
things, yeah.
But like recently, a lot of complaints about contractors with huge bags
Oh,
in trucks.
oh,
Yeah, I think if we buttoned that,
With stickers?
Monitor dogs,
Yeah.
right?
I think we're better off saving money by getting
Well-
those people out
Mm.
than we are
Yeah.
getting non-residents.
yes, yeah, I
I
think
mean,
so.
if that means that
What about
Do
paper
we have like
bag?
a commercial sticker, like for
paper
owners?
bag,
Like a commercial sticker for
No.
those who have business in town?
We don't want business.
We don't want any
no,
business.
then you can't control it. They're better off to just call Berkey and get a
Yeah.
dumpster of their own in their backyard.
Oh.
Or Waste Management or somebody. But maybe a paper bag, maybe that's the answer.
That
to-
would keep the contractors out.
Yeah, but do we really want to go to bags?
But then that limits you too. I mean, then, and now,
I mean, it's got to be reinforced, and we have people up there that, should be reinforcing that.
yeah, if they gotta cut open a big black trash bag once in a while when a guy shows up with 8 of them in the
Yeah.
back of a pickup,
Right, right.
and he's got a commercial plate on it, I mean,
Right.
that's a red flag, you know?
I mean, we don't want to get into any big arguments about this, but, simply let them know that this can't go on,
Right,
We'll let you dump it today, but from now
Right.
on,
We've
we
seen-
really can't see this.
right, we've noticed every week you come with a truckload of black trash bags, I can't imagine
Yeah.
the family is eating that much.
Right, yeah, yeah,
You're hungry people.
yeah.
I don't know, I mean, you gotta stop the people that abuse it.
Yeah,
before-
I mean, we've bent over backwards. We've tried to be fair with everybody
Yeah.
here.
I think we were really good for a while, maybe it's gotten,
But people
Started-
are also complaining about people just driving by the recyclables and going, they're like, I know they have recyclables in their trash, and just throwing it in the,
Right into
The
the.
compound.
so
Oh,
single
yeah.
stream might help that. If we-
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely, yeah.
No,
No?
no?
Well, maybe, but I don't
They
think
said,
so.
they
It'll
said
be
single
easier.
stream typically reduces that. I mean, the guy gave us a percent the other day,
Yeah.
which makes sense, because I mean, I know a lot of people that, a few people that don't recycle because you have to separate everything, and they've always told me I didn't write down the
So
percent.
you're saying instead of separating everything, you separate it in two groups, recycle, trash.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that's what single
Okay,
stream
no
was saying,
more
that's what-
separation.
yeah.
This is like Pratt is doing, right? They give them.
That'd be
Yeah.
much
Yeah, a bin
easier.
and a bin,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they
If
we went-
separate
Oh, it'd be so much easier. I
Yeah.
mean, I know I have cardboard and then I got bags hanging all over the place for like different things, sorting it. It'd be easy just to dump it into one recycle
Yeah,
bin.
they're all over my garage floor. So I walk,
I mean, single stream supposedly like that increases your recycling by your residents a
Right.
certain percent, and I didn't write down what the guy said, but he had a number, on average.
The dilemma here is that we are getting, we're trying to compare apples to oranges with two different methods of disposing. And I don't know how we're gonna overcome that,
well,
because we need quotes.
yeah, we need numbers,
Yeah.
and I desperately need the single trash number
stream?
Single stream?
before I go back to the Board of Selectmen.
Yeah.
If I don't have that, then there's no reason to go back.
And I don't think they
So-
want to
so-
give that.
So you're gonna need the quote from them? Is that what you're saying? I thought,
He
Corey,
can-
didn't you just
I
say
don't-
they gave us?
He can put it in any form he wants. He can put it in a
No,
form
they-
of an estimate, or a quote, or
I see.
show the stuff on a wall, and wherever it hangs, that's what the number is. I don't care, but I need to know.
Yeah.
Have you
yeah.
talked to them?
Did they end up meeting you out there that day or something?
Yeah, he was there, yeah.
The Board of Selectmen?
No,
No,
the
the-
contractor.
No, he hasn't been up there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the day
for the
that, the
meeting.
day that you were up
Next
there,
month.
remember?
Yes,
I
he
sta-
was up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Waste Innovations, that guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
That's
he met you
okay,
up there?
You're forgiven,
It's
you're
Monday.
forgiven.
Yeah.
Did he
But I
end up,
don't have a number.
he didn't put together anything?
As a
or-
matter of fact, what he said was, if you don't sign this form, he's not gonna give us a number. That's my
He
interpretation of
doesn't
what
want
he
to give
said.
us a number unless we're gonna go out to bid.
And his,
But-
in this thing he wanted us to sign, it said I can, what I read is I can change my price anytime I want, once you have the contract.
And he's a fast reader.
And
So I know.
I showed it to Matt, and Matt said he can't do that. We can't do that. So he sent it off to the town lawyer.
Okay.
So we're waiting for that,
We can't do what?
sign this
Sign.
form which
Oh,
says,
oh, right.
includes this clause.
God, no, we don't wanna do that, no. So he won't give us a quote, is that what you're saying, unless we,
That's my interpretation of what he said.
He wants to know if we're gonna go out to bid.
well, I mean, you can't have it both ways.
He has a shot at it, I guess. Right, he wants it, before he puts all that time and effort into putting a bid out there, he wants to know if we're gonna go out to bid,
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah.
So he has,
Well, he's looking for
More of a
assurance on his end, but, you know, you gotta, you know, he's gotta work with us if he wants to, because we can't, it's not cut and dry.
no, we can't approve a budget for something that we don't know what the budget is.
Right. Right, right.
Yeah, even though, I mean, I think we should go single stream, but to not know an idea of what that's gonna cost.
Well, BP is, you know, Dick met with them up last week, and they're willing to, they're doing 2 compactors, right? Eliminating the plastics, eliminating the cardboard, which gives us some play there. And they also would pretty much set the whole thing up. We'd have to, they do the excavation, they would do the wiring, all the electrical. That would be in their deal.
At a price though, substantial price.
Is it?
Yeah, very substantial,
Oh,
yeah.
what was the price?
Well over 100,000.
Yeah.
So, single stream.
So maybe one
Let's
contract.
talk more
That's
about
adding a
this.
compactor.
What?
That's adding a compactor?
Adding one or two.
Yeah.
Too, and that wouldn't be
Which we
single
can't
stream,
do
that
right
would
now.
still be separating.
Well, we don't
Separating,
know.
yeah.
I don't know, I think a single stream is the way to go to try to I mean,
Simplify for people.
yeah, it'll cost money, but I think.
People like
enough-
simple stuff, you
Yeah,
know, simple.
yeah, because we can, I
In the
mean,
long run.
excavation is not an issue. Yeah, we
No,
can
it
get,
isn't.
no, we can get a quote for
The electrical.
electrical.
I got a quote for electrical.
Three
He's
phase.
right on
It
it,
wasn't a quote, it was a guess.
yeah.
But I asked him,
A
to come in, I
guesstimate?
said, just tell me what you think it would cost to do blah, 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 blah. And he said, okay, here's the number.
So, okay.
And that was,
Who
that
was,
was 30,000 less than BP number. Yeah. So that was the local guy versus
yeah,
BP,
Yeah.
so.
yeah.
So we're still talking almost 100,000 just to set that up. Pretty close to set
Yeah.
that up.
Yeah,
For two compactors, with my estimates, we're talking less than 50.
Then where's 100? Where's 100 come from?
BP number?
BP.
Oh, just
yeah,
from them.
BP. I can almost guess that, more than guess, I can almost guarantee that prices are just gonna continue to go up.
They are indeed.
I would think that one compactor, like that guy was talking last time, one compactor for
Yeah.
single stream would be sufficient. We can run the three-phase out there as though we were gonna add a second one, daisy chain it or whatever, have its own line out there, have it there.
Yeah,
So we only have another 30, 40 feet to go with it
right.
in 10 years if we decide we needed to. But I think we really need to just get the one extra compactor out there, try to get that in the works, and then put it out to bid for another company to come in and use that. That'll do single stream.
Devil's advocate, what if it didn't work for us?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really know,
No.
and we're taking a chance. for
Well, then
sure.
at the very least, I have less barrels in my garage for all the recycling.
Well, that'll save us.
And Dick can move around his garage too. At the very least, and I'm
Still a little
sure.
room.
I would imagine that everybody that recycles would probably enjoy that luxury of just having one big bucket versus
Yeah, yeah.
5 or 6 different.
I mean, there's no reason why it shouldn't work, really, but I'm just throwing
No,
that
you
out
have to,
there.
yeah.
and,
I mean, you gotta think.
Yeah,
You would hope it would be beneficial. It would definitely show like a, you know, a better reasoning for why sticker prices are what they are too. I mean, going single stream, if we can do that and save in the 5-year plan, save money on trips over the road, because we'd be packing it, right? It would be like, what do you say, 4 to 1 or 5 to 1 or something? There was a
Hopefully,
number
yeah.
that he gave. And then, and maybe more people start recycling.
Right.
And then we crack down on the abusers again,
Mm-hmm.
because maybe we've been loosening up since our guy there that was pretty heavy on that left us.
Yeah.
So maybe we've been loosening up too much now, and they got to tighten it back up again.
Yeah.
But I think you know, those 3 things, a 5-year plan, that could save a lot of money.
Yeah, yeah.
Could save a lot of
Well,
money.
that's our goal. I mean, our goal is to bring the price down.
Right. If we
Or
have to
at
spend
least
money.
fight the inflation.
Well, like I said, things are going to keep going up.
Yeah, I
So
know.
if we get ahead of the curve now, and maybe we can
Right.
spend the money now, and then in 3 years, we've made that money back, and in 5
Mhm.
years, now we're paying less money than we would have,
Right,
I mean, then it's worth it.
right.
I can't imagine that we're gonna see less people recycling because of it, or more trips over the road because of it.
Right.
And again, I mean, we gotta get the people that aren't doing it right to stop costing everybody else that abides by the rules so much money.
Can I ask you, is it Mary Ellen? Is that? Yeah. Mary Ellen, can I ask you, why do you have pickup?
Because I live on the whole other end, I live like on the Webster line, and we've always had pickup.
Oh, okay.
We've
So
always
that's
done
just
it that
something that
way.
you're
Yeah,
accustomed
yeah.
to and you just do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think about it, and it really doesn't probably make sense, but we've always,
Yeah, it's
since
just-
we've lived in town.
If it works for you,
Yeah, yeah.
that's great. I mean, you know, that's what we try
Yeah.
to do, but I'm just thinking that, you know, there's some money to be saved if you,
Yeah,
and then especially with bulk items and that type of thing,
Yeah.
you know?
you're right,
Yeah.
yeah,
But if you live on the Webster line and you do all your business in Webster
yeah.
and not
Yeah, I mean, they have.
It's not a big deal.
I was just
you know,
wondering,
you know how
that's
you-
all,
yeah,
because.
Yeah, it's a great
More
question.
convenient.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. And then once you do it, you don't think, you know what I mean? You
Right.
don't think about that.
I know a few people who pay more and have a dumpster in their backyard or something, have it
Yeah, yeah.
once a month, and they
Right.
just pay the dumpster price.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that, most commercial people would do that.
Mhm.
You would think.
Very few
Not
residential.
too many residents.
Right.
I only know a few.
If you have a
Right.
special project or something, you know,
Yeah,
you do it.
yeah.
But they, but I don't know, I mean, I think if we crack down on
I
people.
guess you just don't have a lot of trash, which is.
Yeah, well, not anymore, not with all the kids
Oh,
out.
yeah, there you go, there you go.
So I guess for the stickers to non-residents, I would say we table that for now.
Yeah.
Let's just try to figure out this single stream thing, and before we only have until the end of May, right, June? We gotta
Yeah,
figure
well,
all this
I don't
out.
want to put it all on Dick's plate, but he's doing such a good job of
I
it.
know, and he's got all this time on his hands, I think.
What the heck? But I will get with Matt on, I think they're gonna close the town hall tomorrow, that's my guess.
Close till noon.
Oh, until
Right now,
noon.
it's still no.
Until
It
noon,
opens up
they're
at
closing, and they're opening from noon on.
Mhm.
Unless something changes at 11.
Mm.
I'll try to get to Matt as soon as I can, find out how the company lawyer's dealing
Yeah.
with this
Yeah.
thing on single stream.
And, yeah, we're
And press
having
it.
difficulty putting together, like, we can't really put it out to bid because we're having difficulty
What we want to do.
putting a contract together.
And we need a contract. I mean,
Yeah.
we can't sign something that says we can change
No.
everything about what you've said.
No.
That's insane to ask somebody to do that. So, I mean, there's other people out there, if he doesn't want to, like, work with us in a beneficial way, there's other people
Yeah.
that do single stream that we can find.
Yeah, right.
He may be constrained at the moment by company policy too.
Might be, might
So
be.
maybe we can unfix that.
Right, that may be something
Yeah.
that he can have a workaround, we can have a workaround somehow, because of the municipality of it, or, that makes sense, I mean, whatever it is, but
All right, so I'll deal with Matt, we'll deal with the company lawyer. We'll
try to
get-
figure
We'll
out
get this guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
if we can spend that money to do the renovations, to make it single
Yeah.
stream, to add that compactor, if we can approve that, right, the spending of that money to get the single stream there, then we have a chance to put it out to bid, to bring in more companies to,
Right,
tell us what they can do for us
Yeah.
with that new
Right.
model.
right.
Until we have that new model, we're stuck where we
Well,
are.
the other thing that we could do is take pretty much what what is it, waste
Innovation.
invasion, yeah. Take what they're putting together and put that out to bid. I mean,
Can we do that?
yeah, I don't know if it's ethical, but,
If you do that, then you are excluding other haulers that are not single stream.
well, that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, if we go
We're
single
trying to
stream, we
go-
go single stream, and you automatically exclude everybody who's not, because they couldn't handle our
That's
facility
right.
anymore.
That's right.
But I,
But to make the transition from where we are to single stream.
In other words,
Doesn't feel right.
we want single stream. Let's just say that, okay? I'm not saying we do, I'm saying let's just say that,
Oh.
okay? If we want, then
Right.
we put out
Okay.
invitation to bid.
Do you want single stream with a compactor?
With
yeah,
what?
we would have to compact it, we would
compact,
want that
yeah.
compact.
So we can make, the problem is, we don't know how much all this is gonna be, so we can't ask for help, which we have to do.
No, we'd have to put the bid together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
To
know
get
we need
the-
to have the pad, we
Yeah.
need to have the
Well-
electrical to it.
Supposing, and it's been floating and I can't get an answer because I don't know what the answer is. But supposing we just kept the two compactors we have and made one recycle and one trash.
I don't think the trash could keep up.
It would fill up.
I think we'd end up, because they hop those things back and forth.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't think they'd be able to keep up with it. We'd
Yeah.
end
We would
up,
have to find a different,
we'd end up like,
um,
on a Wednesday, they'd end up calling the guy to come pick it up on Thursday, and they might only be 4 or 5 tons. I would see our
See,
tonnage.
what's nice about
Right.
the streaming is that all your recyclables go in one thing.
Right.
That's glass, that's
Right.
plastics,
Everything.
everything goes into
Packet.
that, yeah.
So we'd be getting 10 ton. I mean, how much does that plastic bin weigh when they go over the road with that?
Yeah, it's like air.
Yeah,
You know?
it's air. So
Yeah.
we're paying to bring all that plastic somewhere, and we're paying for air pretty much. If they
Right.
can pack that
Right.
with
All right. How many uncompacted, recycle containers goes out of our transfer station each week?
Recycle?
Recycle.
that was
Do you know the
One,
answer?
two.
You
No, I do not know the answer.
Oh, we'll have to go.
I
with
would
that.
say like 5 or 6, right? Because cardboard, plastic, glass.
Yeah, but do they fill up, do we have a full thing each week of
Well, that, I
cardboard?
talked to him about that, and I said, do not send any out unless they're almost full now.
Right.
Right.
I got January 37 trips.
Look at you.
Is what it says. I don't know which, if it's what's what, but some of those could have been AB Packer, but
Yeah.
February was 30 trips over the road. March, 32 trips.
Is it-
Yeah, of course.
So, what are you asking? How many?
How many recycled trips? Uncompacted recycled trips. And then we would reduce that by compacting.
Is that from,
Last week.
that's last
This
week?
is for the whole year,
I'm
though.
looking in here and I'm saying, what the heck's going on?
Yeah, that's for the whole year.
That's what, I have to grab, do you want me to grab it?
Monthly.
Let me sit down with you tomorrow or the next day, and let's go through those and see if we can come up with a number of trips out of the transfer station.
I have all that.
If they were compacted, because we know cardboard's 3 to 1, plastic's 2 to 1, we know what the others are, no compacting at all. And see if we come up, and then we can get a feel for trash versus single stream recycling.
And the benefit to people, you can't forget that. I mean, it's gonna be less trips over the road, but it's also a convenience thing for residents.
Yeah,
And to get more people recycling, hopefully.
yeah.
If you get more people recycling and it's more convenient, and then, I mean, it's beneficial if it works out. Less trips over the road. I mean, I think you did, Matt, you said it would pay for itself within 3 years because of the less trips over the road.
I mean, initially, there's the investment of doing this, but,
And so far, Matt and the Board of Selectmen are supporting us on that investment.
oh, they are,
They just want a better number.
I see.
I think a lot of people are doing that
Yeah,
now.
now, what are they looking
That's the
at?
trend.
They don't have single stream yet. They just have what we have with BP.
I see.
So that's why we need to get the lawyer to get us that information so we can compare those things.
Oh, busy.
Okay.
Okay, have we debated that enough? Because I had a thought while we were going through
Yeah,
here.
go ahead.
Before it goes.
Yeah,
All right.
you know about senior moments.
More and more.
One town I know does not allow straight senior discounts. If anyone else lives in the house with a senior, it's no longer a senior discount.
That animals too?
How we gonna check who
Right.
lives in the house?
You
You gonna
ask.
You what?
You ask. That's how you find
If
out.
they know that they're gonna pay more, they're gonna say no.
But the
Of course.
town clerk has the answer.
Yeah. Is it really, do we have to hunt people down?
I think it's
No,
more
I
of a,
think-
I think the contractors and the people
Yeah,
taking
that's
their
the
streets
thing that,
trash.
I
You know,
wouldn't
they're-
worry too much about, yeah,
The
that.
person that picks up like, the trailer load every week, gets his neighbor, gets his cousin down the
Right,
street.
and if the people are, have their parents moving in with them, I mean, God bless them.
Some benefits.
So,
Should come with it.
right. So if you have a senior, like you said, moves into their kids, and they will put it on their car, will
Right.
they give them the senior discount?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, of course, people have been doing that right along anyhow.
Yeah, we can't nickel and dime that.
No.
I think going after the haulers.
Okay,
Better.
would you do this for me? If you will get me a description of what the dividing line is between non-commercial and commercial,
Business.
Other than the vehicle.
Business is commercial.
Yeah, I don't care about the vehicle. I don't think, because, I
We're
mean,
talking trash and
Yeah.
recycle.
yeah.
Yeah,
And recyclables, because recycles cost us money.
I think the guy that, you know, shows up with all of his paint supplies, bags of trash from construction projects, that kind of stuff.
But how do we know it's construction projects? Because there's multiple bags?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you don't do construction, you might not know what to look for, but.
it's a big black bag.
Right, it's a
Heavy duty,
55
heavy duty
gallon.
one.
And it's got nails, wood, sawdust,
No.
Well, we allow them to come in and throw into the open
tons
containers.
of plastic.
Well,
Right now.
it's when you see these
shouldn't be.
people with these big black
Weekly.
bags.
They shouldn't.
But
It's not
we're
like
not
a
talking
one-time
large amounts,
project.
now, I'm talking small amounts. They come in and throw them in the open
They throw
container.
large amounts in it too.
That's why it's hard to catch them.
Yeah.
So when you see these people with these big black bags and they're trying to smile, wave to you and at the same
big
time,
work truck.
Right,
throwing it
there's
into,
broken up
Oh,
sheetrock and 3 of
I've
them, you
never
know,
thought
like
complaints
yeah.
about that lately.
exactly.
But broken up sheetrock could be you're renovating something in your house.
well, that's what I mean. That's where the guys at the transfer station
Yeah, you
have
gotta
to come
be-
in
No
and.
rules.
But if
And see
someone
that.
renovates his house every week, then
Right. If he's been renovating his house every week for 2 years now, I think it's safe to say.
Now, I am willing to go there on a random basis and do some checking. I just want to know that what I'm checking meets your vision of what is not allowed.
Yeah, and it's hard. I mean, I think you would have to be there pretty frequently and see the people regularly, like that same truck coming in, and notice that
Right,
for a month straight, 2 months straight. And the guys that work there probably know
they do.
them.
They
I
would
mean,
know that.
yeah,
know.
they're able to recognize those people.
You know, the thing is, if,
Watch what they're wearing.
Right.
the thing is, if the people in general, if they know that we're watching,
Right.
they're less likely to throw something in, you
We get the
know.
cameras fixed and we're
Yeah,
up there and we
Exactly.
can say like, well, we got you on camera like 4 weeks in a row throwing a truckload of stuff. We can't.
And that's the importance of having those guys come down to the
Yeah.
bottom, you know, be there when people are unloading, and if they see something, you know, point it out. You don't have to be rude, just, you know, we prefer that you put it here or whatever.
Right, because I'm sure a lot of people probably, what they pay for the sticker is probably pretty close to the amount of trash that they actually make.
Right.
I mean, but those people that are abusing it are probably, you know, their sticker, they've used up that money in a month, and then they get 11 months of
They're
free trash
saving on it.
removal.
Right.
Um,
What
You have-
about, we used to not, commercial trucks. Should we just not give them stickers?
That's hard,
Some
I mean,
people
Oh,
say
commercial
that's-
trucks, yeah.
Some people say it's the only vehicle they have.
Yeah, well, sometimes they're using the, you know, maybe they work for a contractor or whatever,
they
a
use their truck
company, and
instead
they're
of
using the truck.
putting it in the trunk of their car,
Yeah.
which, I mean, I hate to tell
As
them.
long as they don't come with, every week with,
That would
So maybe
eliminate.
those
yeah.
should be given additional information that their sticker could be revoked if they're
Right,
gonna dispose the
Right.
stuff.
right,
More than,
You're caught bringing-
other than household
Right.
trash.
right,
Maybe additional
Yeah, I mean, we
information
try
should
to
be
be very
provided to them.
specific. I notice this is a commercial license plate,
yeah.
so you know, like, we're allowing those,
Mm,
however, we're very scrutinous about those.
right.
The guys, any commercial plates, they may come down and check your trash.
It's like we can
Right.
revoke your sticker, no
Right.
money back.
That's,
Like
Just so you
everybody
know.
else,
yeah, because then if they know that we're watching and we're policing, then.
Right. And if there's an
Less
argument,
likely
we
to-
automatically pull your sticker.
Yeah,
Like, if you argue with one of the attendants
Right.
about going through the
Right.
trash, then you have something to hide and we pull your sticker. Maybe we just need to be more verbal when we're,
yeah,
or
Yeah.
there's something that they have to sign that they
Yeah.
read that
So
says
I
it.
would like, provide them with more specific information when it comes to
Mhm.
that, because they were like, oh, I didn't know,
mhm,
and nobody told me.
Right, right. So
You know,
maybe we
so I
need that,
think-
like just a quick
I
thing.
think, you know, for those with commercial license, provide them with additional information.
right.
Right. Oh, I see you signed with a commercial license. Here, this packet's for you. And then,
None of this, none of that.
That's
none of
right,
that.
right.
Red.
Any arguments with attendants looking through your trash,
Right.
automatic revoke.
But maybe if it starts, the word will spread, right? I mean, contractors.
Oh, yeah.
So if
Oh,
it's like,
yeah.
oh, they're really watching in
Right.
Douglas right now, you know?
Right.
So
Yeah.
Maybe that will stop.
Yeah.
if somebody comes in and asks you for a sticker, what you need is a license plate, and you give them a sticker.
A license
No,
plate,
License plate number.
registration.
Registration,
registration,
yeah.
But
a
there's nothing
license
about-
possibly.
No commercial, no blah, blah, blah. or
Well, I can
anything.
see on the
If it's
registration if it's
commercial.
commercial.
But,
Do you ask?
Yeah, that tells you,
but there's no paper that they have to sign that says, I will not, blah, blah.
well, no, but we can refuse them the sticker.
So maybe we need that. Maybe if they can do the commercial license, maybe we need something that they sign agreeing.
Yeah.
To the
I mean,
fact.
if we see a commercial sedan, like normal car, no issue. They're not gonna pack much in the trunk. But if it's a SUV, and we can see pickup truck, and it's a commercial, then that I think needs,
Yeah.
requires extra attention.
So maybe there is something that they have to sign if they're commercial. Maybe that starts to be a thing,
That would be a start.
you know? Just agreeing to the rules. I mean, because the regular residents, I mean, they're not the ones abusing it so much, you know, I mean.
How much trash?
Right.
You know?
And there's probably only a handful of those guys. I mean, I can't imagine.
Yeah, I mean.
5%
Well, they,
at the
I have to
most?
say that when a truck comes in and when they back into that bulky area, I have to say that the guys make sure that they're checking. They're checking to see what they have and, you know, so on and
That's
so
why we need the
forth.
training with all of them. The
Yeah.
training is a must.
Right,
So everybody is on the same page.
right.
And when you see that same guy week after week after week,
They
then you
know.
know something's up. If,
Yeah.
if it's, you know, once in the summer or the spring, then,
Yeah.
oh,
And
that's a
Dick,
project.
I've seen Dick, he'll come out and say, you know, "Hey, you can't do that, and you can't do this, and blah, blah, blah," you know. He does enforce it.
Yeah.
So,
But there would be fight back if we tried to pull somebody's thing, or if they went down there and were like, let me see what's in that
it
bag.
doesn't have to be confrontation anyhow.
No,
We're
it
not
doesn't
looking
have
for
to.
that.
No, it doesn't, but if they sign something saying
Yeah.
that they have to allow those guys to do that without argument,
Right. If they want to argue, you just, you know.
then let
okay,
them dump
we'll-
their trash.
Yep, and
Tell
then
them,
we'll
and we'll-
handle it from there.
Right, we can call them up and
That's
say,
right.
hey, I heard you had a disagreement about your trash, you know, you signed that form there that says,
Mhm.
you know, you have to allow the attendants down there to check things once in a while.
That's right.
Um,
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
another
good thing to,
That's a form,
to
yeah.
do, because, you know,
They will-
even when they're renewing their stickers, if they have that in the writing already, now, you know, you point that out to them.
Right,
Now they're really going to be careful about,
yeah, so maybe that's the new thing.
You
that's
know
a
what?
that's a
Selling
good
That's
stickers.
idea, I
new
like
form.
that.
License number,
I like
you know, like
that.
the car and just little.
Kristen, do you want
I
to
agree,
draft something?
yeah.
Or would you rather someone else drafted something?
All right, you
Form
want
and
it?
In your free time, you
And
wanna,
we'd rather you do it, Dick.
Why don't we talk, we'll do it together on, meet.
Whenever we meet, okay.
We'll just-
we're just the idea guys here.
Yeah, she sleeps like 6
Dick does a
hours. She
great
can do it
job. We're
5.
we're very lucky to have him.
That's it.
Okay, so we'll do that. Same time I come in and try to
She
find
can
Matt.
function on 5.
Okay, did you have something else?
You
Dick?
should start writing this stuff down, Dick. There's a lot of, you're getting a lot
And
of,
then
lot
you
of
have-
jobs.
you have a-
He remembers it. He
Yeah,
remembers
see you a
it.
moment.
It's all gone.
That pen is here for a reason, right?
Did you have something you wanted to mention, Dick?
What?
Yeah, I thought you said, oh, you did,
I did.
okay,
It's all taken care of.
okay. So
What
we're,
about this? Is this for later?
We can talk about that now if you want.
okay, all right.
This is similar, but not the same as what I handed out to the Board of Selectmen.
Okay.
For one, I didn't have the pictures of what it
Oh, you
might
have a
be.
graph and everything here.
Option D, option E. Those are courtesy of BP. And what I did,
Dick, now give me that copy. Thanks.
what I did on option D is just identify where the compactor part is with the X, so that you have a better feel for it, because it has to be that way, so the trucker can take the container.
Huh.
which means the guys in the shack really cannot see what's happening,
What do they have a,
which is why we have monitor cameras.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is 2 additional compactors?
Those two are additional compactors, yeah. So they just fit in the regular stream of recycling.
is this Google Maps? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Google?
And then option E is interesting. Yeah, I think with a little juggling, what you can do is you can pull up between the compactor for trash and the compactor for recycling and just throw it in both and leave. I mean, it won't work right now because you can see the X's don't align, so they got some walking to do, but I think we can shuffle that a bit.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting one. However, option E also requires that the trash compactor be moved, which
Oh.
means you have to
Right.
redo the concrete.
And you wouldn't
pad.
be able to go to the left of it anymore. You would only be able to go to the right of it,
Yeah.
Yeah,
because you would eliminate that one that the green arrow is pointing to. That would move over to that single one there, that single
Right.
one, yeah. I don't know, I think D might be a better option and just deal with having to move it out that way.
D is simpler, there is no doubt about that. And the cost isn't that much different.
Yeah, because when you get into moving it,
Yeah, the cost of E would be more than the cost of D.
and we have a pretty good flow of traffic. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe that means you're not pulling up to the recycling compactor, but you're,
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way that we could flip that to go
No,
like that somehow, so you could drive around both ways.
they tried that, and that's, remember what's missing here? A, B, C?
Yeah.
ABC has, one of those has that, and it just doesn't work.
Well, I guess you would lose a lot of this space over here and a lot of this, right?
What you do is you tie up traffic, because you can only do one stop, and the guy behind you has to wait until you're finished.
Oh, right, so
Yeah.
if they have to back up and run their stuff over to one of the
Yeah,
two
that's
compactors.
what we want to
Yeah.
avoid completely.
So that would be better then.
So I didn't do ABC because they just don't work.
So these 2 compactors are only for cardboard and plastic?
Yes. This is not single stream.
Right, so you're still doing,
I'm waiting for single
4
stream
different-
numbers before I get the layout.
Yeah, I mean, it's easier looking at this because it's a lot when you go down there, because we're gonna eliminate, with a compactor, we're gonna eliminate a lot of those containers.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna free up a lot of space.
We currently have 3 containers, and this would be 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, we have 3 cardboard and 1 plastic, so we currently have 4.
And the problem with the compactor, we don't want people to pull up like they do with A and B, right? We don't want people to pull up and throw the recycling in there and have a line.
If you have a line on Saturdays, could be a problem.
Yeah, that is a problem.
I mean, do they have both compactors open on Saturdays when it's busy? They usually open both of them so that they
Yeah,
have 4?
They do it very, very.
Well, then wouldn't that be the same? If they only have one compactor open, you still have a line of cars on either side of the open compactor. That would be the same line that's on
But the
either side
recycling,
of the
the
recycling.
recycling forces them to slow down.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah,
you
it's
been
not
on
the
one,
same
on
as-
16 by 146, where they put in the traffic circle?
Yeah, yeah.
The reason they put in the traffic circle is to slow people down.
Oh, yeah.
You can't go more than 20 miles an hour around there, whereas before it's 40, 50, 60 miles an hour.
Right.
So what the recycling does, it just slows people down.
Mm.
They can't recycle and get through there that fast.
The only problem with that is on a real busy day, it's gonna really tie things up.
Saturday, you wait
Yeah.
for a space for recycling.
Mm.
Yeah, or you go at a better time.
People are
Go
more
early.
apt to just take it and throw it into the,
Anyway, if you look at the first 3 pages, the first page just shows you the trend, which, the trend says we gotta do this. Because it looks like it's doubling every 9 years.
Yeah, certainly, it's definitely
Yeah,
increased. I mean,
on cardboard. And,
Amazon, it's
Yeah.
not going less. They just built a giant place, so there's gonna be more cardboard, not less cardboard.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you see the hiccup? the blue line,
What's
Yeah.
that?
the top, I mean, it goes up and then comes back. That was the year of COVID.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah,
was the year of COVID.
yeah.
And cardboard, remember we shut down and everything was trash? For how many months?
Yeah,
Wow.
quite a few
And it's-
months.
And it's still increased.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
the
crazy.
wow is the wow, yeah. So you're right.
That's nuts.
Amazon and the new facility, things are going up.
Oh, there's industrial buildings all over the place going up. There's gonna be a
Yeah.
lot more. People don't go to malls anymore, they just order online.
So the justification
Malls are coming off.
is on page 2.
Did a good job.
And once I took my error out, which was to include an expense of the period with capital,
You're pretty good with a
those are two
spreadsheet.
different things.
Wow.
Hmm.
And then the third page shows numbers for how we get from here to there.
Consolidated.
These are not BP numbers.
Those are yours.
BP numbers are substantially more.
So almost 4 years and it's paid back, it's still under 5.
Yeah. And that's assuming the amount of cardboard is constant.
Right, right.
And if you look
It's gonna increase
on
anyway.
page 2, you'll find out that with the increased numbers, the payback period goes down.
Yeah.
So anyway,
And we're assuming we're gonna be open for a lot more than 4 years, so, I mean,
well, that's another issue, isn't it?
I don't know, I think that we,
Matt wants to investigate collection for the town instead of a transfer station.
be a lot more. It's a nice service that we're able to offer the
Yeah,
town.
yeah.
I don't think getting rid of the transfer station would benefit anybody.
No, it's gonna make it more difficult, if anything, for people.
Right, it would benefit our secretary.
Everybody will,
That would make her life so much easier.
oh, yes, I'm sure.
It's like 50% of her life
Well,
is
We'll all
transfer
be
station.
renting dumpsters.
I mean, that we, 5 people would be without a side job. All right.
Yeah.
But that's a nice kind of a gig for somebody who's retired or needs some extra money
Yeah.
up there.
No doubt.
Man, I have a hard time believing that's the only place that we could put those
So-
compactors or option B. But
I will show you A, B, and C.
it looks,
And,
yeah.
and those 5 options appear to be the only realistic options.
Well, it's gotta go here somewhere, right? It
Yeah.
can't not go where it currently is, so you're limited there because traffic has to go up the hill so you can
Yeah.
back up there. Has to go around,
Yeah.
dump all your stuff there, and then you've gotta go that way to get out.
It's just that, yeah, I mean, we only have one route that we can really,
Right, right.
there's no other way.
No, you can't change too much. I mean, we've added a lot over here, so there is a lot of space there, and if you eliminate half of those.
However, we can't use that for anything, really.
Not really, 'cause it's just a rectangle.
The only thing we can use it for is to put up another shed. The guys would love that.
Spread out. Maybe somebody would hang out there if they had a,
Heated area.
Little caddy,
Air
yeah.
conditioning in the summer, yeah.
well, if you got power out there.
So if we are all set on the transfer station, then-
Yeah, I'm still in favor of the single stream. I think we really
Yeah.
need to look heavily into that before it's too late to do the bid.
so we have the EDS drill that was supposed to be taking place tomorrow.
Yes, it was supposed to take place in high school tomorrow, but because of the weather, we postponed the drill, and we requested to do it on the March 14th. It's Tuesday again in 2 weeks. Yes, but I'm still waiting to hear from school if that
So
day
that's
the
March
school will- the building
14th.
will be available to us.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
So if they have something.
a Tuesday?
Tuesday, yes, Tuesday at 4 o'clock. I did, the principal emailed me back and she said she was home already, but she said she's gonna check the calendar on Wednesday. So it looks like the school may be closed tomorrow. And she will get back to me Wednesday, so we'll let you know.
It'd be nice to know where, too.
You know, and the tricky part is that we have to do it before March 15th.
Oh.
The state wants us to do it before March 15th.
So we're pushing it. 14.
Right.
Don't anybody hiccup.
Yeah.
Yes, so, you know, this is like our, but you know what, if we don't do it, that's their problem now.
Where?
So where
Douglas
that-
High School, because this is our EDS.
Douglas
Yes,
High School.
Yes, here in Douglas High School. You know, it's gonna be more like, we're gonna have like a sign, it's not gonna be like full drill, just we gonna study the flow in the school, and, you know, like if we need to set up like large vaccination clinic or medication administration clinic, we wanna know where to start, how to direct the people, where to
Right,
put
right.
waiting rooms.
And there's
Just
plenty
little-
of doors and areas
Yes.
there to move around, so I,
Yes, and someone from the state, Jamie, will come, and she's good. Like if she will have some suggestions, she will tell us. And it's like more like so we know.
so we're kind of
How
setting
it's
up
like.
as though there's gonna be an influx all of a sudden of people coming through
Mhm.
to deal with,
So-
but there won't be the people. We're just gonna do the
Yes.
setup and then we're done.
Yes, yes, honestly, and she takes the pictures, you know, like, and she writes a report after. So, but we want to invite fire department and maybe someone from the police, just in the case they have to direct the traffic.
Right.
So that would be something similar to the vaccination clinic we had in Uxbridge.
Mm-hmm.
This is similar setup.
Yep.
But we have to do like which rooms would be the best, where people enter, where they wait, where they leave,
Mhm.
where we store the vaccine if we have to. Is
How
it
you drive
locked?
in, how you
Yes.
drive out.
If the ambulances need to come, you know, do we where we have them wait, and
Mhm.
you know, this is we have to be prepared for this
Right.
kind of
Sure.
events, as we know now more, better understand the need for it, right? Like never
Sure.
before.
Like
happens.
never before.
Yes, so so it's going to be the 14th. Probably. I will confirm, yes.
Well,
You
if
know,
you can't
it's
go
not-
beyond the 14th, right?
We can. It's,
You
it's
can?
Just, you know what? Like it's not like we changed our minds and decided not to.
Right.
But you know, the schools probably will be closed, so we don't want anyone to come and open the school just for us in the afternoon.
No, that's crazy.
So that's the plan.
So that is not tomorrow. That's
Not tomorrow?
100% canceled.
Yes.
We're moving to the 14th.
Yes, that's. That's the plan. That's the plan.
Okay.
Which raises a topic, maybe it's a whole different topic, but is there an emergency shelter in town? If we
I just
have
wrote that down.
extreme
Shelter.
cold,
So again, if I remember correctly, again, high school is delegated as a building for shelter. The Douglas High School.
so they have food, water, sleeping means?
You know what, that's another interesting, that would be the great question for Dave, who is expert in that field.
So there is nothing in Douglas at the moment?
You know what, we have a food
the
pantry.
gyms, we have the gymnasiums.
But
we
are you
have
set
the-
up with sleeping things
No.
and
No,
water?
no.
No, I
You couldn't
mean,
even
but,
store cots.
You
They
know
would
what?
be
No.
bug ridden within a few years. I mean, there would be no.
no, but it
storage.
would, they'd have shelter.
You know what,
Yeah.
when I
Sure,
asked
right.
Dave, he said that we are not doing our own, like if it's a like local
Right.
problem, usually other agencies step in, like Red Cross, they bring supplies and they are prepared for that.
Okay.
If it's something just affecting small area.
Mhm.
It's
So we, you know,
national,
there is no way we
help
could
us
hold 1,000 sleeping bags store, you know,
No.
in this town, or like
Don't
some.
say can't. Don't say can't.
You know what? I don't think there are funds for that unless we want to pay from our town
No.
money.
No,
No, they will provide
You
you
have
with
to put
some
up another
stuff,
building
but
just
not
to store
not
everything.
that at that scale. They have them somewhere. Probably Worcester has, you know, places where they store stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's available to other
Just wondering.
towns.
Which leads us into,
Yes, into a trailer, yes. So this coming Thursday, we are going, Dave and I are going to Northborough to see the trailer.
Mm.
The trailer we're gonna have here for our emergency supplies. Because we have them like a little bit of everywhere. It's gonna be one place, we have tents, we have tables, we have like other stuff, which we need, like when we have emergency and we need to take our stuff from here to high school, everything is gonna be already, just need a truck and just.
One would assume no aqueous solutions and things like that, because I assume the trailer's unheated.
Yes, you know what,
It's just
but,
for storage.
but you know, storage, we're
So
not
no
gonna,
aqueous solutions.
no,
No.
you know, no, it's, because we won't have vaccine now anyway, you know, stuff which can froze and shouldn't be there, it's gonna be in our storage. This is more like the bulky stuff we take
Tables.
space in our, yes, we have a tables, we have a tents,
Signage or?
signage, which, you know. And so we will go and we have to just check, make sure it's in good shape
Yeah.
before we accept it.
Is there ventilation in there, do you know?
You know,
It's something you might want to check,
you know, they are prepared for that
yeah.
purpose, for the emergency. So, you know, Dave, like me going by myself, forget it. I will just check, has
Yeah.
all wheels, okay.
I'm sure he'll know what to look for.
You know, there
Yeah.
is, I know that, I think generator, there is a generator
yeah?
and
Yeah.
there is like this one.
I mean,
Like-
Northborough's been using that for years,
Oh,
Yes,
yeah?
yeah.
Oh,
so they're just getting a new one.
oh, okay. yeah.
So he knows what to check for. He knows
Right.
what to look for.
Right.
What's a, you know, plus, what's not a good thing.
Right,
So
great.
we want to make sure
Okay,
just it's
so,
free. So
I assume
Next.
that John will haul it for us.
we would, yeah, we would have to ask, and we have to talk to them about where to keep it. Like, would be nice to have it under the roof, but there is no such a
mm,
possibility. So even here, like somewhere on the
Yeah,
side,
sure.
so it won't be on the way. Like,
No, we don't have one of those nice big pavilions like the new Sutton Police Station has,
Oh,
huh?
that's something.
they're good, yeah.
That's pretty nice. They got all their cruisers right underneath that.
It is nice, yeah.
You could have a nice little
Yep.
pavilion out there.
You
we
know,
have ordered some tarps from the
They have all
state.
the industry over there. That's the thing.
Yeah. Oh, 146 is boomed.
Yeah.
Last
Outside.
15
My word.
So we have ordered some tarps from the state, so we're gonna put on, over, like maybe over the winter, fall,
Yeah,
like rainy seasons,
Sure,
snowy, so just
Yeah.
for extra layer of protection.
that's good, that's good.
Again,
Yep.
it doesn't come from us, and
Yep.
just taking advantage of provision we have from the state.
So next, we have the health agent. That would be you.
Did the
Oh,
nurse,
I am the health nurse. You are the health agent.
Oh, I'm the health agent.
did the nurse finish?
That's right.
I am
Okay.
just a
Finished.
public. Yeah.
Finished.
Are you
The,
done? Or did you?
Oh, you know what? I can just only mention that I will talk to Mary Ellen because she can be a great source of information for
Oh.
me. I had a meeting with the nurse who covers the region, like the several towns, and we are planning to do something here in Douglas, like little pilot program, and see how it's gonna work. Because I feel like Douglas is one of those towns that we are not like rich town, but we are not poor town. So
Right.
we are falling somewhere in the middle.
somewhere in the middle.
Yes, and those, you know, those towns get the most.
Right.
You know, we are just in the middle, so
Right.
really,
Right.
or on our own.
And then there's Douglas.
Rich,
The
poor,
kind of
exactly.
thing.
Yes. So what we were thinking, because like the newborn program, I think I have mentioned to you, newborn program, like
Mhm.
we are thinking to, because we can take get information from town clerk about new babies being born in the town. And we were thinking to provide like a nice welcome letter to the mothers, like welcome new baby, congratulations. And beside that, we want to provide them with the resources available to them in case of crisis.
Mhm.
So, and this money comes also from the grant. So it doesn't come from us.
That's good.
There is a grant we can use. Like maybe like a magnet we can order with like websites. They can go for resources like in the case of like if you like don't have money enough for you have questions, you know, like also when you're depressed and people to talk to.
Right,
There's
right.
a hotlines.
No, that's
So,
good, yeah.
and also we will provide, we're gonna get trained, like retrained, because you know, I have
Yep.
my three kids, so I
Uh-huh.
should know something. You know, also to provide, offer them a visit.
Mhm.
They will be able to request a visit. And if you know, if you, like if it's your mom, you don't have much support, if you would like the public health nurse to visit you, please contact us or email us.
Mhm.
And that would be something just to support them and assess the situation
It's
and
nice to
see.
give them some support,
Mhm.
yeah.
Because Worcester has such a program. There are state programs available like that for free nurses visits, but not for us. It's like Worcester, Holyoke, Springfield, Lowell. Yes, and you know people where it's like population needs maybe more attention. Some groups need more attention.
Sure. Yeah.
So
Well,
nothing
the inner
is.
cities, of course,
In the cities, bigger
Yeah.
population, different, maybe lower income population, towns also have more resources from the state.
yeah.
They can request such as services. So this is something we are working on it right now.
It's a great
And-
idea.
And, we need you, marketing.
That's a great idea.
Yes, it's something. We'll see. Like, it's gonna be pilot, we see how, even if one person calls us, that's a success.
I think you'll get more than one,
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
Like I said, and if they don't wanna talk to us, they don't need a visit,
Mhm.
they have a list of resources.
Yeah.
That's
Where
great,
they can
that's
go
great,
and-
yeah. Very good.
Learn more.
How will you know when a baby is born in town?
The town clerk gets the
Okay.
information, so she can, this is public information, so she can provide us with this information.
Okay, thank you.
Now we can go to the health agent.
Yeah, okay. Now we'll come over here. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but the only thing that I know of is the water main break, right? And then there was an inspection at the restaurant. Was there not?
Where's the water main break?
The, the package store down right here on Main Street?
Yep.
The line just snapped. I mean, it was old, it was all rusted, it was
Yeah.
corroded, and
Wow.
it just let go, Did they
How many people
sort
did
that
that
out? I
impact?
mean, that was a building
The building
inspector.
inspector
Yeah,
was on that. So they're supposedly, they are tearing that building down and rebuilding.
Really?
So which building is that?
The head village package store,
that's just,
Northeast Main Street towards Uxbridge.
When did that happen?
December.
about a month ago, yeah. No, was it December?
Mhm. I think so.
It was December? I thought it
Wow.
was January. But anyway.
They no
uh,
running water.
Yeah, they're without running water, and
They operate the business with no running water? Oh,
they're not supposed to.
So,
so how the employees are washing their hands?
Are there any,
I don't know what the status is of that.
okay.
Touching the panels?
That's really all I know of. You know of anything else?
Is there an apartment above
Alcohol.
Huh?
Is there an
No, no
apartment?
one lives above there. I don't think.
Nobody lives
It's
above
storage.
Alcohol.
Yeah, but even an employee, you
Weird,
have to have
Go to the
facility.
bathroom and wash your hands.
But they can do like,
They can do an outside
Yeah.
thing.
They have a
yeah.
bottle of whiskey in the bathroom.
Yeah, yeah.
well, Ken was dealing with it anyways because of the
Yeah,
building.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's building department now,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There's some old water lines, I'm sure, in this town.
Oh, they
Underground.
certainly are.
Yeah,
So they got teared down.
probably a
the
lot of
whole
lead
building.
pipe.
So, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. What's that?
They're gonna tear down the whole building because of that?
Not
Yes,
because of
yeah.
that. I think they were anyways. So this is just like, we don't want to put money into it,
Yeah.
tear it up.
Alright.
So he was trying to,
Man, that's a
Give
big
it time.
undertaking
Yeah.
yeah.
for a small business.
So that's all we have for health agent. Next, we have bills and warrants.
Not many, because we just had this meeting.
And-
You didn't spend much this week.
No,
That's
no,
good.
yeah.
Behavior
Very
this
little.
week.
How come BP got crossed off?
Because we needed to collect a little more stickers.
Oh,
Which is back on. Back on.
Thermal stickers.
Okay, do we have any new business or old business? The only-
I've started reviewing this animal thing. I've got quite a bit highlighted in here. We don't have to talk about it tonight, but before we go through and vote anything here, I'd like to sit down and work out some of the details and take some of this stuff out, maybe add a couple things, but every page had something that I highlighted, some more than others.
Now, you're looking at this as introducing it as a bylaw to the residents? Is that right?
This was proposed, I
By
think.
Daniel.
Oh,
Yeah.
Daniel.
We have no
Um,
animal, we have no animal regulations,
Yeah,
right?
so we need.
And
Uh,
they said
We
every
kinda
town
took
has something,
from
we
the
should
other
have
towns
something
that we
in
work with.
I
place.
see, I didn't know
Right.
that, yeah.
So we took it from other towns. Now, I think Northbridge and Uxbridge way over-regulates the people
Do they?
and
Yeah.
their rights to keep animals. I think they push it to like a new level. And remember, there was a guy that wanted us to start registering our cats in town. There was that.
Nice.
I remember that was
Nice
in
in
a
the
reg
basement.
about 5 years ago. That was a reg. I mean, the amount of feral cats alone, you can't do that in town. But there was just some things in this. But so before anything gets voted through,
Oh, no,
right,
no.
we need to talk.
It's not gonna be voted, it's like working copy.
Yeah.
So you can all
Good.
put input
Yeah.
and study.
I just wanted to mention that. I
Yeah.
started looking through it. I've highlighted a lot of things. So there's quite a few things that I would like to talk about at some point.
And you know, you're a great person because you understand.
Well, he was the animal
Yes,
inspector, yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
and you understand the animal
Right.
side and
Thank you.
also the residents' side, you know?
Whether we do this with, I don't know if we have to be, live in a meeting when we talk about this, or if I can talk to Daniel about it and have him sort of rework some of the stuff a little bit,
You could do that.
Yes, you can meet with him.
then.
Suggest.
But yeah, that was it. There was just some things here that,
Yeah, that was the general copy for all the towns and, you know, you tailor to your needs.
yeah.
It was just like thrown out there, like, this is a,
Because we have to, you
Something
know,
to start with.
so they have to have something.
Oh,
because-
they need something, and there's some stuff that I was like, wow, that's not a thing already. You know,
well,
like,
we've nothing.
like there's some things, I mean, we have building things where you can't have a building, I mean, none of my animal buildings are within 30 feet of the property line, 'cause that's just a building requirement, even if it's a tiny little thing, I don't put anything that close to the property line.
Right.
So you're obeying the law already.
But I guess that wasn't a rule, so people can have their, roosters right outside their neighbor's window, right on the property line if they want to.
Yeah,
As
right.
many of them as I want. I even lock my roosters up at night,
Yeah.
to try to be
Or
a
donkey.
little more pleasant. So, yeah, there's some stuff in here that we certainly need, but, some of it, I think, went a little too far, so.
Well, that's good, you know,
Yes.
great that you went through it and you know what's in it, you know, and this is what we need to do.
But we don't need to discuss it in this forum. I can discuss it with Daniel and sort of have a rewrite of that,
Yeah, I
rework.
think once you get it rewritten, I think we should have a discussion.
Yes, and you know, let's take advantage of them being here because we don't know how much longer, like how many more years they're gonna be with us. So
Right.
that's the time to put them to work and come with stuff we are lacking.
Good. We can table that for a little bit, though. I don't think, and we need to, I think if we're gonna spend our time, needs to be to get this contract down at the transfer station.
Yeah.
Yep,
I have,
Come June, we can revisit this.
About
Yeah,
the
it's
It's
summer
summer
even, you know?
project.
I have two issues. Number one, Dick.
I can't, he stopped me.
Hold on.
No, actually, I have one real important thing that I have to bring out to you folks, is that this week, I hope you all understand that this is, this next few days is to celebrate Husbands Know All Things. And that's going to be celebrated on February 29th, 30th, and 31st. So be prepared.
Perfect.
February 29, 30, 31st.
February 29, 30.
Not this year.
Next year, there's a 29.
You might get one day.
If you advertise.
Yeah, I know.
So enjoy the festivities.
Anything, is there anything else we have to bring up? No?
I just found an interesting thing is today, that there is no town bylaw on fences. And it just struck me as absolutely strange.
Really?
Yeah,
There's no town bylaw on fences. How do you mean?
on
So,
height of fence,
How close
distance
to the
from
road?
property line,
Really?
distance from the road, visibility issues, nothing.
So
Allowed.
I installed fences for like 10, 15 years. As a general rule, we were always within 6 inches of the property line, enough room that you can maintain the other The general rule was, so you can maintain your fence from either side.
Mhm.
6 inches is sort of pushing it, but that would be about
Some of
the
us aren't skinny enough to do
max.
that.
That's about
How
how
about if you
far off
cross
we would
over your
be.
property line?
And generally, most towns did have a rule as to like how high you could be close to the road. So you could be like 4 feet, but you have to be visible, you'd be able to see through it, and then you
Yeah.
could sweep up to a 6-foot fence once you were so far away from a road.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we don't have a rule about that at all.
Nothing.
Speaking of fences, we are having difficulty with that gate up there again. That's gonna be an issue.
Ever since that guy hit
This
it,
is building, I don't know.
Yeah.
it's been a nightmare.
Who knows how many people have hit it,
Yeah,
you know?
yep. Oh, probably a lot,
Yeah,
probably a lot.
it's,
All right, may I talk with the guys up there about that?
yeah. You did?
No, may I?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
All right.
Of course, we were gonna suggest that.
I don't know what, the-
Add that.
I don't know what the issue is with the gate. There's an issue with the gate, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, there's always been an
Dick
issue
will
with
know.
that stupid gate.
Yeah, I know, it's awful.
We had that wheel that was working for a little while, and then it got hit, and then that wheel was a custom-made wheel. Somebody had fabbed that wheel, welded it together to fit that gate the way it did, because you couldn't, we tried to buy them and they wouldn't work.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
So we have wheels kicking around somewhere that didn't work or weren't, needed to be modified, and nobody knew a welder that could go up there and spot weld and modify on the fly.
There's gotta be a better way that, you know, to secure that place, I don't know.
I know. There used to be guys that have welders in the back of their truck that just
Yeah.
do that
yeah,
kind of stuff.
yeah.
I don't even know those people anymore.
We have some in town. We have some welders in town, yeah. Anyway, okay. Well, I guess we need a motion to adjourn here.
Next meeting.
What, oh. That's what I do all the time.
So move.
Next meeting,
Next meeting.
Next meeting,
Yep.
what do we got?
next meeting.
Today is 27, so 20 or 27th, right? 20.
Well,
Just for information, the dates on March are the same as the dates on
I
February.
know, I realize that, that's crazy.
Oh.
Because we're at 28 days.
Oh, yeah.
4 weeks,
Makes perfect
exactly.
sense, yeah.
Not next year.
No.
I'm looking forward to the 29th.
Can't wait.
a long time to wait.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think?
We await your command.
Me? Well, we have to figure out the,
We gotta figure out the
Yeah.
contract stuff.
Oh,
That's-
that'll,
So it has to be available.
yeah.
I'm driving that as fast as you can drive it.
So when should
Yeah.
we?
So how
He's meeting
soon
with
do you
Matt.
think,
He's meeting with Matt.
when do you
Matt,
think we'll have some
I
information
told
to
the
come
Board of
back?
Selectmen we'd have an answer within a month. And I'm driving for
weeks.
harder than that,
yeah.
for faster than that.
So we plan for 2 or 3 weeks out and
Yeah,
modify if we need to?
Okay,
like March.
That's good. That
2
sounds
weeks,
good.
3/14?
Not the 14th, we
that's
have
the 14th
the
is
week
that-
after.
No,
Let's do the
that's-
week after then.
The 13th, 14th's Tuesday.
Oh, we could do the
Wait.
13th, I mean,
So
that's a
only
lot.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
We don't know
The same
when.
as this
So we
week.
can
We're
always
supposed
change
to
it.
in the same way.
Let's
Three-
tentatively
So
put it
13th?
for the 13th.
3/13?
I can't
3:13.
do the 13th, but that doesn't mean, you know.
That's okay, yeah, I mean, if you
I
can't
have
make it.
students in
Okay.
Portugal.
So, you're going to Portugal?
Yeah, I take
Oh,
students there.
nice.
Yeah, so we're coming back the 14th.
Como esta?
Oops.
Wrong language, wrong.
Spanish.
That's
Yeah.
Como você está?
Everybody thinks that it's very close, or very,
Yeah.
it's similar,
It is
but
similar.
They
But-
understand each
They
other.
do,
The rest of us,
they do.
I wish I knew more Portuguese, I have a lot of
Is it-
Portuguese.
Do you?
friends. No.
Yeah. Oh, I bet you
Oh,
do.
yeah.
Lot of
we
them.
done.
And-
Is it a school, like,
Yeah.
is it a fun trip or?
well, wait,
No,
we have
it's
a
work.
motion to
You
adjourn.
needed to a clinical experience.
Motion to adjourn?
So moved. Seconded? Was it already so moved?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'll second it.
Okay.
all in favor?
Oh, yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
what you
All in favor,
decided.
yeah.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, aye, sir.
Meeting is adjourned.
All right.